Leo, hi honeys, Melissa here to do your timeless love reading. This is for any placement of Leo. Cross watchers are also welcomed here. Let's get after your love life, guys. We're going to be looking at your energy, their energy, and then a potential outcome between the two of you, as well as an overall feel of the connection, okay? So we got for you in your energy, the King of Swords. Anything you need to know about me, Leo, I don't know if I said this already, you can find either in the About section or in the description box below. For those of you who have already liked, shared, and subscribed, commented, donated, thank you so much. I do appreciate all of that. And anyone who is interested in that, you can find information on how to do that below, or I'm pretty sure you know how to like, share, and subscribe, okay? Thank you again for all of your support. I do appreciate you guys. Leo, you've always been very supportive of me through my ups and downs on this channel, through my own growth. You've always been very Leo-ish, very loyal, okay? I am not, you guys are just a loyal motherfucking bunch. Okay, so, well, you're walking away from a soulmate here. I don't know what this is, Leo. I'm a little confused. Okay, what I'm going to tell you is in your pre-shuffle, I got a very weird feeling of distance. And maybe that's what this Eight of Cups is trying to represent at this time. But you know what I'm going to say is that I feel like it's, gosh, Leo, this feels like a traditional Leo reading. I do feel like there's something holding you back, and again, I just said you were the most loyal sign, and you are, but look, I feel like there's something holding you back. Wow, at the fucking Hanged Man. I feel like you are making a professional decision where a heartful decision is needed, okay? I feel like there is a love suite, I can't come up with these words today, guys. I'm like only halfway through my cup of coffee. I cannot today. Okay, so you guys, the Page of Cups is about one of my favorite things. It's about emotion, okay? It's a cup card. So it is about kind of this emotion that is there. Like it or not, here I am, okay, is what I'm getting right now, and I feel that same way. I get the same energy, a very similar energy on the Six of Cups and the Page of Cups. While I think, are you walking away from like true love? Because let's just get more. We're going to clarify everything. The Eight of Cups, listen, one of my favorite cards. It's about walking away from things that aren't emotionally fulfilling to us any longer, right? Or I almost get that it's you walking away. Okay, so then we say that, and I mean that usually, but these cups aren't spilt. I feel like they are actually full and fulfilling. I feel like you're using your head over your heart here, okay? That's just what I'm getting right now, but we're going to get more, of course. Some clarity is coming for you, for sure. And it is saying you're just kind of standing in your convictions at this time. Standing for your convictions. You know what, Leo? That's what the fuck you got to do. And no matter how much advice I try to give about use your heart over your head to people, if that's not comfortable position for you, do what's comfortable for you. This could be somebody you work with, by the way. I really feel a distance here. I feel like a move is coming. I feel like they're coming towards you because you're taking too long, okay? Or they might be going through a breakup in their life, something like that. Are you breaking up with, are you leaving a job? Is this a job reading? You know what, I can't stop doing, I'm still going to do this as a love reading, Leo, because I decided to stop taking out my personal vendetta against love on my collective. I don't have a personal vendetta against love. I just got sick of it. I did love readings. I did like 12 love readings a week. It's like, oh, well, if you ever want to get over the idea of love, Leo, just do fucking 12 love readings a week. You'll vomit all over love, okay? I'm sorry. I love you so much. Okay, yeah, you're leaving somebody, and it's good. It's good. It's good that you're leaving. No, it's not. I don't know what the fuck to say here, Leo. Take a leap of faith, baby. Okay, because what I feel like it is saying is you're walking away, and it is not good. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to tell you to stay. This isn't abusive. This is not an abusive situation. I feel like you're leaving something or someone, or not going towards. Do you have somebody at a distance here? I'm getting a really distancy feeling. Where did I? Oh, the Eight of Cups. But I'm not getting that on the Eight of Cups now. But in your pre-shuffle, I got the Six of Swords and the Chariot card. And I got this weird, like, neither one of those cards scream distance to me, but they can both mean that. Travel or distance. but because they popped out at the same time in your pre-shuffle, I thought, oh yeah, there's something going on with the distance here. Something that you're not quite willing to make that move on yet, okay? You're using your head, okay? It says there's a lot of air, or a lot of, mind, a lot of logic here, a lot of, and that's, again, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I am telling you that walking away from a situation that makes you feel like a kid again is going to be hurtful to you, okay? And I feel like something inside of you is lying to you, okay? This is you lying to yourself. Not in a weird, you're confused kind of way, because I don't fucking talk to people like that. Because you're not confused. You're actually doing what you've been told is the best thing to do for your security. And Leo, I don't know if you're as into security as me. I did have a huge awakening a couple years ago that allowed me to release my need for security. What does that mean? I live in a house, right? I live in a home, but I was willing to let it go to stand in my convictions. I was willing to, what were my convictions? Because most people's are, to stay in a job, or to be wise about, or smart about something, to be, by way of smart, we mean financial security. In this, we've been brainwashed to think that that's what smart is. Leo, I don't know why I feel like sharing all this with you. I love you so much, and I'm sorry that I can't stop talking. But I have this thing to share with you, because I want you to know what in 2 years, what has happened since then. We still have a home, me and my children, but I had decided that I wasn't going to go back to the grind, because my children, I didn't want my children to be 40 years old like me and wondering, trying to figure out how to nurture themselves into health. Meaning that I didn't want to push them away from me when this time is when we have to bond with our children or whatever. So I chose to be broke as fuck and a mom. I wanted to be a mom. I didn't care that I didn't have a rich counterpart to take care of us while I did that. I said, God is my rich counterpart, and he's going to take care of us. He promised me, and he has. Here I am. So I just want to say, and my children, by the way, their self-esteem's through the roof since this decision was made. You can tell that they have a mommy who loves them and that is always there for them and always with them, okay? Not one that comes home stressed out, yelling at them because of shit that happened at work all day. This is like, whatever, sometimes what we've been taught, my whole point of this is not to tell you my life story, believe it or not. However, I do like to share myself with you guys, because I think you guys do that, and I think that is so amazing that I've gotten some of the most amazing personal comments about people's real personal shit, and it is I'm gonna cry talking about it, because it's the most miraculous, magical thing a human being can do, is give that vulnerability to you. So when people do that, and Leos, you've done that for me many times, shared your vulnerability with me, which again, if a Leo does that, I feel like it's even more special. But what I do think you're having a hard time with is sharing that vulnerability with somebody who truly loves you, and somebody you truly love. So my point was, sometimes we have to go against everything we've ever learned to do what we know feels right to us. And people will say, and you can go watch a million videos right now on YouTube that will tell you, ignore your feelings, go with what what you've learned. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason that we stay brainwashed on that, and that is because it is more conducive to the society that they want to keep running. I'm sorry, I can't stop talking about this shit. But what's conducive to you is living a life that truly makes you happy, okay? To take off this blindfold and truly go for the things that truly feed you. Guess what might happen if you move, or they move to you, or whatever it is, and you, they might break your heart. You might break theirs. That is always going to be a possibility. Leo, there you are, by the way, standing in your power. But it is underneath the overall feeling of this whole connection is this sweet, unconditional, unjudgmental, love that's just there. You can't really make it up. It's not like the kind where, ooh, they're attractive, I'll learn to like them. This is a sweet, childlike, the kind of love where you know it's real. It's not about, I always talk about the Six of Cups and this, they truly love you, okay? Again, this might be somebody you work with, and I do feel like I think this is kind of shocking to them. What I'm getting here is that you have made a decision to walk away from somebody who maybe your fears are getting you to believe something about them. And now always go with what you see personally or what you feel intuitively, okay? But make sure you know the difference between intuition and fear. Fear is going to come from a fear. Intuition is what you want to do, but no, that's not a smart decision. Did you see how fear took over my intuition there? I love that person, but no, I know that could do this and this. All those I know that could do's are fears, okay? Well, I'm a little sad here. I don't know what this is, but I'm just going to say this. Again, you know your intuition. No, you might not. You might not know the difference between your intuition and fear, and it took me a very long time to catch on to what that meant. So here's where I fucked everything up. I overthink everything, Leo. If you know me at all, if you've ever watched a reading here, you probably know that already. But was my loving them a fear of being alone? No, you can't go that far with it. Like, well, truth be told, if you know you're not healed, but it doesn't feel that way at all. I'm going to say I feel like you've been doing a lot of introspection, and I'm getting to this point where it's like, come on now. You know how you felt the minute you met this person, saw this person, whatever it is. So while I will say stand in your convictions, I'm going to tell you that right now this card is symbolizing stand for what you feel, not for what you've been told is the right way to do something. Now again, if the way you're doing it now is the way that you truly feel comfortable doing it, do it. But sometimes we do have to go out of our comfort zone, okay? I'm sorry, we really do. Comfort isn't the desired fulfillment. And guess what we have to do to get to fulfillment? Jump fucking wholeheartedly outside of that comfort zone of ours, okay? Leo, I think you can get in a comfort zone. Actually, I have a Leo moon, by the way. I have like 3 Leo placements, to be honest with you. And so I get this. There is this, I'm getting, what if it's a fucking hoax, okay? Like, what if I go for this wholeheartedly and they break my fucking heart? And again, that's always a possibility. I'm not going to tell you this person's not going to break your heart. I have no idea who they are. They could. You know this person. But if this person makes you feel good and they've not given you any red flags and your only red flag is, but I was always told I shouldn't make this unpractical decision, it's time to let go of that, okay? Because guess what? Guess, again, who like brainwashed us to believe that stepping outside of our comfort zone or doing something unpractical wasn't a good idea. People who needed us to stay in our comfort zone in order to keep us on this extremely low frequency, mundane routine instead of going after the things we know we can attain. Our dreams, true love, blah, blah, blah. We've been fed a lot of information that would, again, benefit that system or those people that run that system instead of what would truly fulfill and benefit each of us. I'm getting that you've broken up with this person or you've decided to cut things off with this person. The 6 of Cups. This is somebody who, this is not a fake feeling they have for you. This is something that makes them, they get the butterflies in their stomach about you, okay? Again, I feel like this is saying this might be somebody in your work industry, whatever you do. Maybe you're here on YouTube and they're in your niche. But I also feel like it's somebody who is willing to work on this. Like, hey, you don't want to come here? Fine, I love my place, but I'll come there. I'll come there. I want to be with you. And any place that we end up is going to be home, period. Oh, wow. So here's what it's saying to me, because the potential outcome here is you walking away. And I get that it's you. Maybe it's them, but I don't get that because I feel like they're a little surprised by it. Because you've decided that you just don't want to go for something you can't see the outcome of. So you've held back your feelings from this person. I even feel like there's this sense of you wanting to fight with them and make it about that. Like you've almost, Leo, I'm not, I love you. You know what, again, I'm a Leo moon and I do this, I've done this. I don't know if I do this anymore. But I have formulated an entire argument with somebody so that I could avoid being vulnerable with them. I really have done this, okay? And I feel like that's what's going on here. It's like, listen, you're not going away from this connection to learn a bunch of good, like, well, you're going to learn lessons, that's for sure. But you're not walking away into abundance. You're walking away into learning these lessons all over again because you haven't learned the one thing that's most important is that, Leo, in this lifetime, no matter what, and I know you're an academic, I know you're a brilliant motherfucker, you can see that. Every Leo I've ever met, my daughter's Leo, my brother's a Leo. 2 of the smartest motherfuckers I know, okay? My Libra is also a brilliant motherfucker. But I'm just going to say that this is saying here, you're brilliant. You don't need to prove that to anybody anymore. It's okay to get your heart hurt, but I'm telling you, whatever I'm seeing here, and again, you're going to know the feeling on this. You're going to need to go back and sit with yourself after this reading and really contemplate, am I just afraid of what will happen if I go? Am I being practical here? Because, fine. If you need to be a practical person, because you are, okay? I just know that about you. But is it practicality or is it fear that's stopping me from doing this? Or, you know, the fear of rejection, or that it's a big hoax is what I'm getting right now. It's the weirdest thing. I feel like you think that if you go for this, you're gonna, like, the jig is up, they were just kidding, they didn't love you. Fucking dodge that bullet, okay? Like, thank God. But going for it actually opens, I'm watching you, like, unlock your heart chakra. It opens it up for the love that is meant for you. If this isn't meant for you, it just meant that you were willing to be vulnerable in a situation and get your heart broken. And guess what? Heartbreak is much more painful to think about than it actually is to have happen. Especially when you've done the healing, the introspection that you needed to do and mastered your life. You've really come to a place where you know yourself inside out. You know what you stand for. You stand for your convictions. I feel like you've gotten, you know, you get a lot of revelations. You're a smart person. You're an honest person. And their loss, if you fucking go for this and they're like, just kidding. First of all, are you dating a 2-year-old? Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, but second of all, if somebody does that to you, Leo, you just have to know that was God saying, I just want you to know how fucking amazing you are by showing you this fucking creep. This is not a creep here. I'm going to tell you that right now, but I'm just saying, in a general sense, if you're feeling any skepticism because of, again, a fear, a shame, or whatever it is. And then, by the way, shame is not what it seems to be, okay? Like, again, shame doesn't mean somebody who walks... Do I sound ashamed of myself or my life? I don't sound ashamed, Leo, but oftentimes I deal with shame, okay? And I'm just going to say, I think a lot of us do deal with shame, but again, this has been burned into our brains too. We have been literally forced into a lower vibration so that we never actually go for the things that truly fulfill us, the things that our heart is truly calling us for, because we're scared to, because we've been ashamed of those things for our entire lives, whatever those are. You can't do that. You can't be a singer. That's only for famous people, okay? Yeah, that's the kind of shit that was taught to us in school. But it might seem inadvertent, right, that we learned how to shame ourselves in school. It wasn't. It was a very intentional thing to get us to all feel like we couldn't go after our big dreams so that we stayed in this mundane routine that totally benefits the top part of the society. Now, the elite now, but back in the day it was just the government that really was benefiting from this. Now there have been people who have broken free from the system and become the elite. And they're, by the way, just as bad as the government. They usually capitalize on human fear and shit like that too. And I'm sorry for getting all deep with you, but the truth is, the society that you live in is banking on you fearing this kind of love. Because guess what happens when you get into a connection that is no limits, no caps, your whole life becomes that energy. Again, it should be that energy, and I feel like you've gotten there on your own. But that energy is going to be like heightened when you do come into it. Can you imagine, if you feel at all like you can do anything on your own right now, can you imagine if you found a true love connection and they felt the same way about themselves, they can do anything, no caps, no limits, and you were together? I'm like watching you literally get in a rocket and go to the fucking moon. Nothing is gonna stop you from that, okay? Nothing is gonna stop you from whatever you want to attain. Guess who hates that? The people who want you to be stopped, stuck, and held down in the societal norm, the societal conformity that, again, only benefits the government at this time. That's coming to an end, believe it or not. I don't know if it's gonna happen in our lifetime, Leo, the government ending, completely abolished. But God keeps giving me a very clear picture of that we're going to be having a lot of things taken from us that we think are good for us, but we're going to find out that they're killing us. I already know that, but and the government is one of them. Do you think that if you think that all those things they talk about, first of all, it's like they don't even care anymore. They're just talking about the shit in their fucking campaigns about the other one. Did you know this motherfucker did? They're just outing each other, fucking whistleblowing on each other. And society's like, oh my God. Well, that one, they only murdered 3 people. That one murdered like 29. We better go with that guy. Come on, guys, wake up. It's time, okay? It's time to go after shit that matters to you and live this life for yourself, because who fucking knows where we're all going, to be honest with you. We are in the hands of the government at this time. Whatever decisions they make, and we've seen how shitty they are at doing that. We're kind of, so right now, God's saying, live this life while you have it as good as you can live it, baby. Do the things that really make you happy. And again, if this relationship that I'm talking about here doesn't make you happy, I don't know why you're still here. Because this is somebody who takes makes your heart thump, right? Like nobody ever has. But there's something inside of you. Again, I would say, the fear of what it's going to look like to outside world, and I don't know where I'm getting that from, the fear of what it's going to look like to outside world, or just the fear of how it will feel if you do get to this place, or they get to you, or, again, I feel distance. It doesn't have to be a physical distance. It could be an emotional distance to somebody you pushed away or walked away from. I don't feel like it's been a long relationship, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like you really never gave it a full shot. I feel like you were like, nope, and if there's red flags in this person, it feels toxic to you, Leo, then that's not really who I'm talking about here, so you always listen to your intuition about that. But again, I feel like right now you're displaying a little bit of a kind of a, I don't feel like they're fighting you, I feel like they're sad, I'm not going to lie, but I feel like you're kind of displaying, or I feel like you have this mapped out plan to walk away, and to even make it appear as though it's because you guys couldn't see eye to eye. Weird stuff coming through, you guys. If you can't see eye to eye with this person, fine. But I want you to sit with yourself, meditate about it, really get to the center of why you're not making the decision to be with this person, whether, again, distance, physical or emotional. And is it a fear that's stopping you, or is it truly that you see red flags in this person? And again, if you find that you see red flags in the person you're dealing with, listen to those, baby. You are a brilliant motherfucker, and your red flags are usually correct. But again, if you can get to a place where you realize, she's right, I am actually just afraid of being hurt here, and it's not this person that's done anything to even make me afraid of that. It's my experience from the past, or what I've always been taught in school, or since childhood about love, and use your heart over your head, or your head over your heart, which is the dumbest advice you could ever give somebody in a love connection. Because the truth is, it's not our heart when we're feeling a desperate need for somebody. That's our damage, okay? That's not our heart, so people are misunderstood about that anyways. When we feel a thumping in our heart for somebody we just have this attraction for, and guess what, Leo? That's not just everybody. Leo's, you're so attractive, I feel like you get a lot of people that are attracted to you, but I don't think you feel this mutual connection with many people. So when it happens, we can ruin it. We can ruin it by walking away from it because it makes us afraid, or we think it's unhealthy, or we think it's, go sit with yourself and think about, what do I think, is it really unhealthy that I love somebody? That's not fucking unhealthy at all. Or that I like somebody a lot right away. If you meet with somebody you're going to connect, like that you truly connect with, you're gonna feel that instantly. There's no too fast for that, okay? Now the connections you have to like ease into, again, wherever I was like, we have to like get used to it or acclimate to it, that's usually a red flag that you're settling for somebody that you're not actually into, okay? Time to create, my little babies, okay? Time to have some babies. This is literally what I just got. And I feel like you might be having babies with this person, okay? Not like tomorrow or anything, but I do feel like the creator is telling me like you're about to give up on the family that you always wanted, but it's time to make some babies, Leo. But really it's about time. It's about time to make your creations yours. Not what everybody wants to see from you, not what you know will appease everybody. And again, I'm not talking about change your entire craft, whatever that is. I'm talking about this love connection. Nobody gets to tell you how something feels for you. And if the feeling is mutual, I say go for it. Now, if this person is ignoring you, fuck that. I'm not talking about this person. I'm talking about somebody who is clearly also into you. And there might have been some disputes, and again, I think that is, if you can look back at that, that is formulated by a fear of yours, and it was literally concocted in order to have more of a solid excuse to avoid this love, okay? This was a very interesting reading, Leo. I love you so much. You are just a beautiful, loyal, loving being, and guess what? Again, you come back to mama. If they fucking hurt you, first of all, don't give me their address because I will punch them in their throat. I always feel like I want to punch people for you, Leo. I love you so much. You are just such a powerful, and you know what sucks about your power is that you're so sweet with it that you could hurt anybody, but you really won't unless somebody hurts you. And so it's like people take advantage of it. Oh, it makes me sick. I watched Leo's get like, and it's like, do you even know what the fuck Leo could do to you, homie? Like, do you even have a fucking clue what Leo could, if Leo let their lion out on your ass, homie, you'd be fucked. But people will take advantage of it because you don't like to let that lion out because you know that motherfucker's dangerous. Yes. Oh, God, I love you. I love you so much. I just want to hug you and smooch your forehead, okay? But you come back to me if this motherfucker fucks with you, and I'm gonna hold your hand and hug you, and then we're gonna talk about why this happened, okay? But I love you so much. Go for whatever your heart is telling you, not what I'm telling you, not what the fucking your head is telling you, or past experiences are telling you, because if we go off any of that, even what I'm saying, you have to follow your intuition. And again, if your intuition is what you come, I want you to sit in meditation or prayer about this and really think about, well, she said, intuition is a knowing. Intuition is a feeling, okay? Intuition is how you feel about the person. And does this person make you feel low and less than and ish? No, this person is giving you butterflies. You're giving them butterflies. The energies that you're connecting with are feeling good. Anything beyond that is called fear. If you try to dissect that, it's called fear. But your intuition is the way the situation currently makes you feel. And I'm not talking about the anxiety you're getting from thinking about going for this situation. That's fear, okay? But I'm talking about the way you feel when you're sitting on the fucking FaceTime with this person in the middle of the damn night and you know that you should be sleeping because you gotta work in the morning. I want you to think about that feeling, because that feeling you can't make up and it doesn't lie, and that's called your intuition or your emotion. And I love you so much. Okay, Leo? I love you. I'll see you soon. I can't stop saying I love you. I want to hug you. I don't know who you are, but I love you. I love you so much. Bye.